Hello, Maria. Greetings from New Mexico. This will be some video feedback for you. And before I get launched into the details, I wanted to commend you for your really thorough submission. And I like that you collected, as prompted by the rubric, true, but I like that you collected screenshots of your progress as you work on your ad. So good process. Good going. Now, Maria, when I went to open your Illustrator file, and it's, I think, Illustrator mask photos, it's asking me for this particular JPEG. Now, I crashed recently, too, so I don't know if recovery refers to something that I did or perhaps something that happened on your end. But I'm just going to click through it. This raises the issue about preparing things for print and having linked files. I would need to have those if they're linked. There are ways to embed photographs on layers in Illustrator. So after I've clicked through all those, being prompted for those linked images, which I don't think I have, unless they're included elsewhere in your submission, here's all that I can see. Let me move your things around. Here's all I can. Whoops! Here's all I can see. It's a bunch of abstract boxes. Now this is not your fault, and that you've masked each of those diamond-shaped photographs this way is pretty clever. You seem to have them on their own layer, so that's good. You understand layers in Illustrator. So once again, it's asking me to. I'm opening up your draft, your Illustrator draft. I'm not finding these. Final arreglado, and so forth. Let's see what else. I'll have to switch through these. Okay, so here is when I open up the draft of the Illustrator ad. Here again is what I'm getting. If you go to a service bureau, such as Kinko's, or I don't know what you have in your area, you would need to bring your high-res photos along with this Illustrator file if you're not embedding them on layers. Now, but you can do that and make a self-contained file, just so you know. You can create a layer and you can actually embed a photo without having to link to them. So moving forward, go ahead and do that. Now, let me open up the composite. You do have a PDF, I hope. But before I leave this, it looks like you've been really conscientious about using the corporate palette. You've got these swatches ranging down the side here, which is a really clever way of doing it. You can use the eyedropper tool to sample them, and then let's say you wanted to make this gray, it'd be really easy to just implement the corporate colors. So good job in the way you've got your file set up. So not to worry, I'm going to just take a look at your process here. Here's your process for masking. Ooh, wow, that's quite a dramatic change. Very nice mask. And then launching into Illustrator, placing things. Right, here's the, linked files. Again, try to embed them, and always, of course, provide a PDF, which would be a composite file. Wow, that looks nice. Okay, so I look forward to seeing the composite file. Here's your progress here. Did you scan the crumpled paper to look like water? I'm just curious. Okay, here are your masks, which I opened up, I think, in Illustrator. Or, yeah, was it Illustrator? And you've got the logo. Is this line art or vector-based? Okay, so here is your discussion board post, Maria, and I see that I'm getting this funny page not found. I don't think it has anything to do with this. And finally, I get to see the composited image, which looks very good. I like that you've created a general shape here with these regularly bordered images. I think I would go with that. I like this slightly skewed effect. And so maybe the other angles that you've drawn, maybe they could be slightly angled. Maybe this shouldn't be a perfect horizontal. And similarly, too, if you're going to use these underscores, why not make them irregular? Maybe not perfect rules or lines. Make them, maybe a little jangled. This looks awfully abrupt. I'm not sure what a sea kayak would look like, but and the scale is off too. Maybe put her off farther in the distance. It seemed like the water would be a bit too shallow for him to be surfing as well as her to be sea kayaking. Just a minor thing. Watch the margins of your page. Remember, this is going to appear in a magazine. Magazines are trimmed generally, so you want to back the type off. And I guess my last comment is think about type hierarchy. This is a lot of bold, condensed Arial to put. I think maybe what do you want them to see first? Because right now my eye kind of wanders the page. I really do like this arrow-shaped or arrowhead-shaped shape that you've made. Perhaps you can make it even bigger. Maybe it could touch the top and the bottom of the page and create this diagonal movement across the page, or not diagonal, but movement across the page. The logo, I think, could be a little bit bigger and limit the number of sizes and variations of type. Try to see what you can do with maybe 3 sizes of type and 1 weight. All right, so, but good going, great collection of things. You should have the ingredients needed to make a animated banner. And don't hesitate to email me or text me. I posted my phone number elsewhere if you have any questions.